Further iterations of liquid carbon focus on the interconnections and dependencies that each element will need to complete the prescribed functions in a calculated and sympathetic manner. Different connections and engagement with country over an altering time period will be key to achieve the correct land management practices. The main control hub will delegate all power supplies and information to other regions within the machine. These connections will be calculated by relying on detailed landscape analysis with information feedback from water movement, fire management and soil microbiome. Collaboration and research within the information hub will be the main focus. Water movement activities will be controlled by aligning materials with functions and equipment. As all creek systems have differing geological and ecological systems, it will be a main focus to have the ability to deploy a variety of plant equipment, source materials and human resources. Water movement will have direct connections with soil microbiome activities to collect excess landscape materials for creek regeneration, and the open air nursery to provide plants and trees to aid in water retention and erosion resistance. Connections to fire management are limited to asset protection, as creek systems are generally no burn zones. Soil microbiome activities will have strong connections to both fire management and water movement. The ability to have close connection with the land with minimal disturbance will be a key attribute to improve soil health. Selective harvesting of weed species and native food sources alike will be cyclical and will work in closely with fire management. As excess debris, stones, large timber are collected, they will be stored for use in creek regeneration activities by water movement. As harvesting and burning cycles vary from 6 months to 10 years, the ability to raise soil microbiome activities from the landscape for extended periods of time is necessary. Fire management activities will have the ability to work remotely in difficult terrain to protect native bushland, rainforests, native habitat and residences. These operations will be a combination of airborne and ground patrols to prevent the development of wildfires. A secondary information hub with the sole focus on fire management will be in an elevated position and have close relations with the main information hub. A direct link for human activity on the ground will provide the opportunity for the correct fire to be applied to the country as the machine moves through the region. Indigenous burning practices will ensure cool burns are applied at the right time, protecting no-burn species and minimising the risk of wildfires in the future. The open-air nursery will accommodate a variety of native plants and seeds for reintroduction to the landscape. Direct connections to soil microbiome and water movement will allow for advanced tree and grass plantings to the landscape, reducing land erosion and topsoil loss through dust storms. The floor of the nursery will tilt to create a direct link to the sorting platform in the soil microbiome area. From here, plants are distributed to water movement or soil microbiome. Solar access to promote plant growth will be introduced via large solar reflectors connected directly to the floor of the nursery. This keeps the solar reflectors operational even when the nursery is connected to the soil microbiome sorting platform. The wind turbine towers will be the main power source for liquid carbon. From here, all power is directed to the information hub for storage and distribution. The towers act as an information pathway between all processes and functions, allowing a continuous feedback loop. The lower section of the towers and platform allow amenity for the human occupants, with allowance for sleeping, eating, bathing and social activities.
The next phase of development, we will see liquid carbon return to site, testing all principles against real site conditions. Timber Creek presents many conditions typical of country on the eastern side of Great Dividing Range. This ecosystem requires specific killing process and have similar geological features to which liquid carbon has been designed. If liquid carbon is to be deployed to heal all types of country, it must be adaptable and customizable. How will it perform in the north during wet season or in the red center with minimal resources? Could it even be a tool to repair marine environments?